What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? Badolis here. Welcome back to another video here today in the channel where we'll be discussing some players I think deserve winter upgrades for the next upcoming weeks when EA release new cards. So going straight into the video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe for you don't miss any transfer news and headlines videos and also more upgrades like this ones. But the first player has to be Philippe Coutinho. This guy is just amazing. Coutinho has a very good card now, being a cam. However, I think he deserves a little bit more. I think he is coming to that tier of top world-class players, and basically I think that 86 marks that. I think an 86 rating marks the world-class players from the decent players, and he will probably get a left wing card because he has been playing there almost all season. So having a very good overall improvements in his all attacking stats, in pace, in passing, in shooting, dribbling. So overall a very decent card. But I think that left wing position could turn away some people, but I think that if they upgrade his card, he's definitely gonna be in the left wing. Next up, surprisingly, a player who has been decreasing a lot in the last few years. He was 90, then 88, then 83, and now 81. But now I have upgraded him back to an 83 because Falcao in Monaco has just been getting his form back. El Tigre has just been scoring a lot of goals, and that is going to be reflected by his 84 shooting instead of his 80 shooting, who is not reflective of his ability, his raw skills. He has the ability to be a very good striker. He's just really old and had a few different moves who didn't turn out very well, but I think Falcao is coming back for like 1 year or two more because he's gonna die because he's old. But then you have now 82 dribbling, 84 shooting, and very decent card. Especially I would like to see improvements in his heading ability because he has also very been good in those kind of areas. So Falcao 83 rated because of his form doing good. And it's surprising seeing a player who has been playing really bad for the last few seasons coming back and scoring a lot of goals. Next up, surprisingly, we have Marcos Rojo. When I first saw this card at the start of FIFA, I was really bummed that his card is now a left back and now 78 rated and non-rare. Just doesn't seem quite right for a Manchester United player. But now Rojo, I've moved him back into the center back position with 80 rated overall. It would be a very decent starting kind of center back because you have very good pace, 76, and decent stats, 82 and 84 physical. And I could definitely see this happen because even Mourinho tells the press that this guy is really good with Phil Jones' partner next to him because he wanted to sign Victor Lindelof, and now it seems that the deal is off. Why? Because Rojo and Jones has been impressing Mourinho and he doesn't think that he needs a new center back anymore. So Rojo is playing really good for the last few matches and not conceding too many goals with Jones next to him. And now that Bailey goes away to the African Cup of Nations, Rojo can come in and do some work again. So I think this card is certainly, and let's hope he gets that position change, which is very crucial for this card being good. Next up we have Kante, and this is a player that nobody can argue with anybody, like he's not good. I would personally, trust me, I would personally give this guy a prize just for the best center mid in the entire world ever. Like he came to Leicester last year and performed really well, won the championship and won the Premier League. He's coming in with Chelsea now and he has been performing really well, and now it seems they're gonna win the Premier League again. He is the player with most racked up points in the Premier League the entire year. 2016, the entire year, who has the player with most points is Kante. So this guy deserves a huge upgrade. He's better than 81 rated, trust me. So I give him an 84 rated because he's basically better than Matic or maybe equal to Matic. And now they're playing Fabregas together because they see that Fabregas is just amazing. He just broke a record. So Kante, 84 rated center midfielder, he's gonna be crazy. Next up we have Nicolas Sansone, a guy I was really surprised he left Sassuolo to go to Villarreal. If one player was going to leave Sassuolo, I would have said it was Domenico Berardi, but I don't know, that things just don't turn out like they're supposed to, and Sansone went to Villarreal. And it was really sketchy because he's a left winger, and I was like, what he's gonna do in Villarreal? They don't use like high pace wingers. They normally tend to use kind of playmaker wingers like Giovanni Dos Santos. But he came in and he started playing as a striker. due to Roberto Soldado's injury for long term. So he came in and he's now playing really good in that striker position. He already have 2 informs, I think, and he has been performing really amazingly, and he's even one of the players to watch, the ones to watch, and that means basically this guy is decent. So I gave him a better shooting overall and better attacking stats here and there, like pace and dribbling, because I upgraded to an 80 rated card, and now rare because it just looks pretty good. Next up we got Christian Pulisic, another guy upgrading to a rare, and this time around it's a silver rare. I don't think he has enough to get to the goals right now. I think we give him one more season and he perhaps impresses a lot, but due to Dembele starting in that position, he needed to change to the right position, to the other side, and now we can see that the position change is most probably coming to him, and I upgraded a little bit his stats overall because he has become a better player overall by 5. So Pulisic, a player who definitely deserves this upgrade because he's now playing more and more for Dortmund. However, I still don't think he's in that level, in that caliber to become a gold player right now. Moving on, we have Edin Dzeko. Like Falcao, we saw that this guy is just decreasing a lot in the last few years, but now he seems to pick it up. He's the top goal scorer right now in the Serie A. So he has better shooting, I put him overall, better drilling, and like I said with Falcao, once again his header stats should be better because he just scored a lot of header goals whenever I see highlights of him. So Dzeko, a very decent and deserved card. So credit where it's due. This guy is playing really good at Roma right now, and definitely is a player I wouldn't buy this player, but it's a player that I could see being really decent for Roma for next few seasons to come. Another player from Roma is Mohamed Salah, and I have to say that he deserves a little bit better than an 82 card, but I don't see EA giving him a little bit more than this. He has been getting assists and getting a lot of goals for Roma. Whenever I turn my app to see matches, I go to Roma and see a match, and he has assists. He has I think 3 hat-tricks of assists this season because he has been performing really good. I think he has 8 in total, and he has been doing really good and wonders. He won the best Arabic player for this year, but I think he's probably the best Arabic player ever. So I don't know what EA wouldn't give him a bigger card, but 82 seems about right for right now, and when probably he moves to a bigger club, he would get the rating he deserves. One player that I think that needs an upgrade tomorrow is Sergi Roberto. This guy has been doing really good for Barcelona. At the start of the season, he has even more assists than Messi, Iniesta, Neymar. So he was the top assister for Barcelona at one moment in the season, racking 4 assists in the first 3 matches of La Liga. So that was just impressive. Sergi Roberto is now playing at a right back, something that I don't know why in the world EA had him at the start of the year as a center mid, and now I think he deserves a better card. I have his inform card an 83 rated, but he's really decent in that position. Very good passing, very good playmaker, very good going forward. The problem was that his defending is not that good, but I've given him a lot of defending in this new card, and this is why. In head-to-head, he has a huge upgrade in his defensive stuff, having 80 stand tackle and 73 sliding, but I don't know his marking in fact like that. So I give him a little bit better upgrade, 74, because he has been defending also very good. But now, probably with João Cancelo coming in, he could go back to a center mid position. So I don't know if EA want to take the risk, probably do something fun for this year, give him a right back, and then probably next year he hit them back again with a center mid. So Sergio Roberto 81 right back should probably happen, but I don't know what EA are thinking with this one. Hang tight guys, a few more cards to go, and the next player is a silver card being upgraded to a gold player, and that's Jordan Pickford. He has been performing really good for Sunderland, even though they had Manon and I think another goalkeeper, but Pickford is just been performing really good, and he is starting a lot for Sunderland this season, and he's really young as well. He even was linked to Arsenal for Wenger trying to buy this guy and have him like a backup to Petr Cech, because one Ospina is also old and Cech is triple old, and now Pickford could come in, try to learn a little bit for a very good goalkeeper, which is Cech, and then go to Arsenal. So he was very good and becoming a sort of player being rumored around even bigger clubs tends to give EA a shout out saying like you need to upgrade this guy. So they're probably gonna upgrade Pickford to a gold player, and that's one a gold player that I think is definitely gonna happen. I don't think this year he's gonna be better, because I think EA are saving that for next year, because definitely he's not in the 78, but he's also not quite a 75. So they're gonna give him the bare minimum, and then probably next year they upgrade him to a 77 or 76. One player who I think deserves a really good upgrade right now is Hakim Ziyech. Whenever I have played with Ajax, like in head-to-head or in seasons online or against friends, he's almost like 85 or 86 upgraded, so he must be doing something good. I just looked up and he has 11 goals and 5 assists for a cam position, and that's very decently, very good. So I see why he was so like high rated in head to head. So now he probably get an 82 rated card. He's kind of those like kind of bulky cams. He's not the fastest, but not the best technically, but just a boss in the midfield, like someone like Ross Barkley, who's just like bulky. So now Ziyech could have also the same role from Ajax in the Eredivisie, and probably you will not be able to make very good squads around him because of his nationality and his league, but probably I could see him moving to a bigger club in the next season or so. One player I really like and really enjoy is Heung-min Son. If you look at his stats, he has 86 pace, 80 dribbling, 81 shooting, decent passing, and very good physical for a left midfielder. So now I have upgraded him to a 79 because I think he has proven himself that he's kind of like a super sub, let's say, for Spurs. He comes in, he changes the team around, because normally you have Lamela, Sissoko, you have Lamela, Sissoko, Eriksen, Dele Alli, and those kind of guys are not the fastest, and Son is just completely changed the games around for Spurs. We could see that Spurs were trying that with buying Nkudu from France, trying to bring him in from I don't know where, but he came in Spurs and I haven't seen him play that much. But I think Son deserved the upgrade because of this. He was scoring goals at one point in the season, and he deserved, just based on that performance, he deserved an upgrade. So in 79, I think this season, I don't think it's gonna to 80s, but probably we'll see that if he performs better this season for the rest of the season. Almost the last player now is Roque Mesa. Universidad Las Palmas, trust me, were doing very good at the start of the season. At one point they were, I think, second or first in La Liga. So that says a lot based on their performances. This guy Roque Mesa, you could see, wow, what a good midfielder, sort of like a Kante or a Keita, and he's basically the same doing that for the Universidad Las Palmas. And I don't know where the hell, but I think someone cloned Kante like 20 times, because now we're seeing players like that coming along like everywhere. So Universidad Las Palmas doing very, very good, and plus it seems that all like low teams have a player like that, like Leipzig, Leicester, and now Las Palmas. So well, Roque Mesa is doing very, very good. So overall, good pace, good shooting, good passing, good dribbling, defending, physical. So overall, a better card. And now I think he's getting an 81 rated card because he's a 79, but he's performing a little bit better than that because he just keeps the gaps between the midfield like really short. So he pressures a lot, and due to his better pace and defending, he will do even better that in game. And it's a player I all encourage you to try out. The last player of this episode is Nasser Chadli. This guy leaving out Spurs was probably one of his best decisions in his career. For West Brom now, I don't know how in the world, but West Brom is now 8th in the Premier League. When I was talking with my friends in my TOK class, Theory of Knowledge, please don't take that ever, we were discussing with this friend that is like an Arsenal fan, and I like personally Spurs in the Premier League, and we were talking about like which team would be at the end, like predicting the Premier League table, and we told West Brom that they were gonna be relegated. So being 8th, it's just out of nowhere. It's really decent for those guys, especially for Pulis. So now I've graded him in most attacking stats, and like I said, he's another bulky cam like Ziyech, so he will do wonders. But that is if he gets changed from the left wing position to a cam. I think therefore Chadli, because also being very tall, like I think he's 6 foot tall, he will do even better in that position. because you're gonna have a cam, a bulky cam, and a cam position, so you can easily get the balls from corners and crosses. So that's gonna be very, very decent with a player like this, but it's all about that position change. So I hope, guys, you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you will enjoy it, and also remember to subscribe so you don't miss any transfer news and headlines and more upgrades like this video right here. So guys, hope you take care, hope you have a wonderful start to the year, and see you in the next video. Ciao.